Yo, it's boy DJ Sin Cake, and we back with another episode on Cinder Zone where we're exploring everything hip hop and beyond. I'm your host, and today we vibing out with a topic that holds down mad weight. Dance from the streets of Harlem to LA. Dance is like life, it's culture, it's expression. So whether you out here breaking and moving to some hip hop, doing your little ditty bop, to dance itself, talk about culture. But today's different. We got a special guest in the building. You hear me? Man, look, I watched this man dance his heart out growing up. Uh, so we just gonna do a little interview first, okay? This guy's really talented as an artist, choreographer on the rise. Go by Gumby. I know him as Malik. Malik made like bold moves from Magic Hollow to venture on, you know what I mean? Taking his passion for dance and creativity to new heights. Today we're gonna talk about his journey, the challenges he faced, and the future of his career. So without further ado, you know what I mean? My main man, Big Gumby. This is a goodie. Look, right? Look. We're gonna start talking about your moves first of all, bro. Like growing around Magic Hollow, grew up around Magic Hollow, a neighborhood. Like now you based out where you at. Like, what inspired you to make that leap, and like how has it been?
Um, well, first and foremost, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate you. Means a lot. Means a lot to be here with the great Sin K. If y'all don't know about Sin Khalifa, we'll get into that history. But shout out to the great Sin K. Thank you very much for having me. Shout out to Magic Hollow, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay.
Um, you said the question basically was one more time.
What inspired you to make that big move?
Got you. So the move that's being referenced to was this moment in, I want to say 2015, 2016, where I finally got the resources together to move from Virginia to Los Angeles. For me, I mean, I guess there are a few things, I guess, in the realm of inspiration, but I guess like in the moment, in the time that it was happening, it was I felt like I was young in my 20s, but I guess in the sense of living life, I felt like I was getting towards like my mid 20s. So I feel like with my passions and what I love to do in life, I've got to go pursue it. I've got to go get it. It's not like I wasn't talented at it. It's not like I didn't practice. No, I pretty much put a lot of time and effort into it. Without money, without big events, without backing or anything, things of that nature. And it's just like it was a labor of love, it was a passion for me. But I've realized that you know what, if I'm ever gonna go for it, why not now? You know what I'm saying? Like now's the time. I'd rather go for it now than to look back on my life and say, oh well, I could have, but like I feel like that's no way to live. And yeah. So I guess in a general sense, and I'll probably say this more than once during this interview, but I feel like as far as I know, we've got one life to live. Whether you're reincarnated or not, you know what I'm saying? That's a different you, or it's a different version. So you get one life to live, you know what I'm saying? You get one pair of shoes to fill. So fill them. Live your life, do your thing. Like really be proud of the moves you're making and really go after what it is that fulfills you. So yeah.
I like that. I mean, you've been dancing for long as I can remember now. Like, what did you really do to get into dance? Like, what you just came out the womb just popping and locking, my guy. Like, I mean, like, hey,
Hilarious.
no bull.
Um, so as far as like the journey goes, I want to say, luckily and prayerfully blessed in my life. My father was a drummer, and so I kind of had, I guess, that drum DNA, that musical DNA in my body. And my mother, she was raised in a really big family, and she became a dancer at one point. And dance wasn't like her bread and butter. It wasn't like her super passion, but for her passion was learning, was acquiring knowledge, and she passed that idea on to me. So with coming from a very inquisitive, I guess educationally sound mother, and from a very artistic father, um, for me, and also unfortunately for me, my mother and father, we didn't live together. My dad was in New York, my mom was here in Virginia, and so I want to say, as a young boy growing up and learning who I am as a person, learning my emotions, learning how to express those things, dance kind of came natural to me. Before I knew about certain styles, before I knew about certain cultures, about certain, like, this comes from this area or this comes from this era. Like, before any of that, it was just music came on, and there here I want to move. My shoulders start doing something, my wrist started doing something, my start doing something. uh and then I want to say, in what year was that? Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't even know. Oh, maybe '01. I don't know. When I first moved to VA, one of my neighbors, he was actually a popper. Someone who does, like, more of like the heavy styles, arms, really hard hits and ticks, a lot of chest and stuff. But he was a popper, and as a youngster, I guess I'm watching him do dance moves and whatnot, and I didn't know. I guess for me, the how can I say this? The very important and very amazing thing to me was this guy literally has the same exact limbs that I have. He's got 2 arms, 2 legs, elbows, shoulders, but he's doing some wave stuff and he's making some pictures. And I'm just like, how are you doing all this? Like, oh my goodness. Like, well, how does it make sense? Why does it